Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. It's time to take a look at my January TBR. I've been looking forward to this one for a little while now because it's going to give me my first taste of my 2024 reading plan. Now, of course, although I'm looking forward to all of the books on my reading plan, I can't hit them all in the 1 month. So let's go and find out which ones are up first and which other books are going to join them. So I'm going to start off with a couple of carryovers. I've got 2 books, one audio and one physical read that I'm still reading at the end of December, and I'm pretty sure I'm not going to finish them, or certainly not both of them, in the few days that are left because, you know, the end of December is pretty busy. So I'm going to start off with, or continue with, I guess, depending on how you look at it, The Worthy by Anna K. Moss. This one I'm not actually too far into at the time of filming, but we're dealing with a brother and a sister who are kind of trying to decide who's going to become the heir to the kingdom if and when their father dies. So there's a lot of politics already early on in this book as people are trying to push for one over the other, and there's a bit of a battle, sea battle going on at the start as well. I can't really say too much about it because I haven't got much further than that. I'm only a few chapters in at the moment. The writing style is going fine. I'm enjoying it enough in that respect, and hopefully this is going to be one that I'll get through very early on in January because I'm enjoying it. And then the audiobook that I'm listening to at the moment is Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, book 3 in the Stormlight Archive. I'm holding up part 2 here because that's pretty much where I am. I'm nearly at halfway through the audio for the full book, so by the time January rolls around, I'll be in the second half of it. Now, this one is quite a long one, so as I say, I'm not expecting to finish this one in December, which is why I'm carrying it over. I'm enjoying it, but I'm not enjoying it as much as I wanted to, so fingers crossed this second half really takes it up a notch and improves my enjoyment overall. Alright, then I'm going to go through the actual books that I've queued up for January. I'll just go through them in the order I've got them down the side of me here in physical format, but before I do that, the one that I don't have a physical copy of is one of my 2024 plan books. This is The Black Company from the series of the same name, or The Chronicles, I think it might be, of the Black Company, by Glenn Cook. This one has been on my radar for a while. I've been very close to picking it up a few times, and I decided to put it on my list as one of the kind of older titles, as one of the categories that I'm aiming for in 2024. We follow a band of mercenaries here, and I don't really know, to be honest, too much about the actual story outside of that very general kind of pointer, but this one is often referred to as one of the fathers of Grimdark. I've got not many people I know actually have read this one and sort of let their feelings about it be known, but I do have a couple of people since I last spoke about it who said to me that they really enjoyed it, and I'm hoping I'm going to be able to join them as someone who enjoyed this series. So then going into the physical books that I do have, and I'm going to start off with Resurgence by Herman Stoenagel. This one is book 3 in the Fractured Orbit series. I really enjoyed Eclipse book 1. Didn't enjoy book 2, Chimera, quite as much because I just thought there was something missing from it, and hopefully that's what I'm going to find in here because I think the 2 books were originally 1, but it got a little bit too long. This one is the longest of the 3, so it was split up into the 3 books. So looking forward to getting back to it and see what happens at the end or following the end of Chimera, and hopefully this one will take me back to the kind of enjoyment levels I had reading Eclipse. Then I'm going to move on to Starlight Jewel by E.L. Lyons. Now, I don't know too much about this book except that it deals with Spriggans, who are kind of these characters on the front, I believe, and we've got a couple of Spriggans, a brother and sister, on the run from what I have gleaned from skimming over a couple of reviews. But I received a copy of this one a little while ago, courtesy of the author, thank you very much, and I've been looking forward to giving it a try. So I said to her recently that I was going to put it into one of my next available slots, so this one's going on the January TBR. And then I've got the first of the sci-fi buddy reads that I'm going to be looking at in 2024. So my friend Nina and I are reading sci-fi pretty much all through the year. We're planned up to, I think, maybe September or October with the sci-fi series that we've decided to take a look at. First of those is The Final Architecture by Adrian Tchaikovsky. So kicking off with Shards of Earth, and it's been a long time coming. This one's been on my list for quite a while. It was on my reading plan for 2023, but I did in the end decide to move it back because we scheduled this series for January, and then hopefully we enjoy it enough to continue in February and March as well. Now, I don't really know too much about this one to say about the synopsis, because that's how I like to roll. I like to go into them a little bit blind, leave them a little bit so I forget what they're about and get a nice surprise hopefully when I come to reading them. But as I say, it's been on my list for a while. Really looking forward to it because I do love a bit of Adrian Tchaikovsky's writing, so this one's going to be on the list for January. So there we go. I've got a couple of the books that are on my 2024 plan, and then a couple of additionals on top of that, plus those carryovers from December 2023. Let me know in the comments down below what you're planning to read to kick off 2024, and what do you think of the selection that I've planned for my January. I'll hopefully catch you in the next video sometime soon. Until then, as always, take care of yourselves, read some good books. Bye for now.